Hello. The little derpy hellos are great. Okay. But hi, Kit Kat. Hello, Mia, Allison, and Sharn. Welcome. And Pippin. Hi. What you doing? Hello. Sweet girl, would you like Russians? Look, I have your thingy. Hi. Dad's reading.
Yeah.
She says, seems suspicious. I'm gonna eat these last 6 kibble. Let me turn that off 1 second so I can fix this. Hey, Petrichor. Oh, was that... I love closed captions. They're nice and random. First, I know. People haven't gotten used to the redeems yet, so... If you come in and you, you might be able to grab first. And there's Half to Happy with second. And Allison with third. Nicely done. We'll get there, right? Hi, Shiz. Thank you for checking that the bot is on. Bot check. You want to show Petrichor what you're reading? Hold on, let me turn my camera. And when did you get that?
Today. Like just now.
It just came out. Oh, I haven't read the Lower Deck comics either. My parents have been watching Strange New Worlds though, and they just watched the Lower Decks crossover episode. Which is such a good one. Look at that cozy cat. I know. I don't know if it's stress related. I don't know if she has like an infection, but she has been scratching her eye like crazy. And it makes me sad. I watched that episode at least 3 times. It's a good one. Another cozy cat. I mean, we haven't had the windows open If anything, I'm thinking it could be stress. You know. Stress, allergies, pink eye. We're keeping an eye on it at this point, and if it doesn't get better, then we'll figure out what to do at that point. We've already got the car in the shop. Oh gosh. So speaking of, you know, expenses and things of that sort, I will be doing a sale of little pocket blobs because we haven't had a sale in a really long time. And honestly, I really need to. I really need to make some money to cover some expenses. So we have some cutie little blobbies in different colors, Google eyes, little nubby hands, little wiggle hands. And in the past, I've done them as like blind bags. But this time we might try like a drop-down menu thing. I'll see how that works. I'm working on making some more. Mostly like trying to do stuff that's not too expensive because I know right now a lot of us are strapped for cash. So, they're kind of a fun. All right, you. They're kind of a fun, don't take too long, but are still cute. And I like them because they fit in your pocket or your purse or your bag or whatever, and you can take them with you. And they're good little support guys. Random as an option in the drop down, I could. Yeah. We'll figure it out. We're keeping an eye on her. Yeah. Yeah. Things are... So, I don't know. I'll figure out something else. Gotta work on some patterns. Some more emotes. All the things, you know. Start selling cat feet pics on the internet. I mean, who doesn't like cat toe beans, you know? Hi, Glenn. Could be some good money in Pete pics. Yeah. Doing alright. Still recovering from wedding shenanigans. The boys have landed in Japan. They posted a video from the first place that they're staying. Freaking jealous. It is so cool looking. so cool. Yeah, I can't imagine that flight. They actually drove up to Canada because they found a continuous flight from there, so they didn't have to have like layovers or transfers or anything like that. So I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, it's about 18 hours. About that. That's gross. Yeah. It's a long time in a little space.
I can't wait for more.
You finished it?
Yeah. I already got like the next two on pre-order.
How frequently are they coming out?
I don't know. I can look that up, but I would imagine maybe weekly.
Longest flight I ever took
Monthly?
was 4 hours, yeah. Yeah, the boys are tall too. So, I can't imagine that.
Their seats look pretty good though on the plane.
I mean, they were not like, you know, in first class or anything. Like they were in regular, you know, economy or whatever. Just a long flight. And they're tall. You can't really like stretch out.
Yeah. Oh, this hurts. I didn't need to see that again.
What?
That this comic series is published in celebration of Voyager's 30th anniversary.
Yep.
I didn't need to see that again. A 5-issue limited series. Okay, but when do the issues drop? Oh, I gotta wait until October 22nd and then November 26th.
So they're monthly.
Yeah. Rude. That's very rude.
She's like, you know what else is rude? Kids.
Yeah. Well, not all kids, but those kids.
Poor love. Comics take a lot of work to put together. Yep. How dare you kick her off?
I didn't kick her off. She got up.
Because you were shifting
I
her.
didn't shift anything. Also got you a gift, but I gotta hide it.
You have a bin downstairs.
I do.
Hey, Allison. Oh, enjoy lunch. Oh, I haven't seen that, Petrichor.
Oh.
What?
Tigers are up 6-2.
Boo!
mine?
I don't know. Mine's the one that has, like, stuff on it and around it near the tree.
Okay.
Yours is the same size but a different color.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't do any yours.
Yeah, just don't open the one that has all the stuff around it.
Gotcha.
I got bins for both of us so that we could put Christmas gifts in them, because my whole thing is you should be shopping year-round for Christmas gifts, because every year James does the same thing, which is wait until December, and guess what? Then we can't pay bills because he ends up spending a whole bunch of money to get gifts, and he's always like, I'm sorry, they're terrible. This and that. Okay, well, maybe do what I had planned, what I had suggested, which is like get one thing every month, which is what I've been trying to do. And so I even have like bins downstairs, like Tupperware, like big ones, to put everything in so that the other person doesn't see it. Clearly, the fact that he just asked which bin is his means it's 9 months into the year and he has gotten one item. Okay. Yes, so I posted about my diamond issue in Saren's Discord as well, because I know that there's a lot of diamond daughters over there. And Mousy has extra black square gems. So she asked about how much I needed. I overestimated a little bit because I would rather have more. And I could always pass on, just like how, she is. And so she is going to drop some in an envelope to me, which is why I have this little bit covered up. Went to Disney. Got a bag in your closet you toss gifts into? Yep. I mean, that was the thing, is that I always used to, like, put stuff in, like, a bunch of places, and then trying to either, you gotta remember where everything is, or you have to move things around, or all of a sudden you can't have someone go into, like, a specific spot. So I'm like, it's, the gallon size, like, the big totes. And I got a gray one and a blue one. And one is for him and one is for me, and you just throw your crap in there, and then you don't have to think about it. And there's always like I didn't get you enough. Well, I didn't get you enough. Why? And it's just not like it's a competition, but I think that both of us are like, I guess not wanting to like disappoint the other. I don't know. So last year I was like, look, how about we say 15 gifts? Stocking stuffers don't count, because stocking stuffers for us are normally under $10. It's things like candy, some like little Lego minifigures, like little tchotchke things, lip gloss, that sort of stuff. So I was like, because that's an item every month, right? Plus 3. So if you end up you buy one gift every month, and then you get to December and you're like, well, shoot, I now know that James really wants this thing, and I already have okay, that's fine. We're doing 15 gifts. Do you remember this, James? No, he's not even listening.
Remember what?
Nothing.
You'll buy one gift every month, and then put it in the bin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember how many gifts we're doing this year for each other?
12, and then maybe one more.
Oh, okay.
Was that wrong?
Yep.
How was I wrong?
Because you were like, but what happens if we do 12 and we do a gift every month, and then all of a sudden Christmas comes around and, oh shoot, this person really wants fill in the blank thing. So we said 15, because that's one each month, plus 3 extra for like closer to the end, and then stocking stuffers or whatever.
Right.
Like, So yeah, you're screwed, huh?
I gotta catch up.
Yeah, you should be.
I know.
Well, we can't not pay bills again like we did last year.
Right.
Buying cute little bits for a friend's birthday. Looking for Christmas stuff, making plans, sorting craft supplies. Yeah. Yeah. Still recovering from August, yeah. August was a whole year. You don't count stocking stuffers either. Yeah. Like, we'll wrap them. And it's funny because, like, we always have, like, there's a couple of stocking stuffers that are just, like, tradition in my household. James isn't in chat because I was going to say what. James, get in chat.
Okay.
Let me know when you're there. Okay. What's one stocking stuffer tradition in my house? Like, with my family? Like, what's something that everyone always gets? Like, every year, without fail. We've never gotten an orange ever, but nuts of some kind, yes. So like mom and I always get cashews, and mom always buys something for dad, and then James, he gets like some kind of like seasoned peanuts, like some kind of like spicy or funky flavored peanuts. Oranges. What household are you going to? Another one is, it used to be, and mom didn't get last year, and I was a little bit annoyed. Annoyed, not, actually. Because I ran out, but normally Working Hands, the lotion, like the hand lotion is another one. And it's funny because, again, everybody gets it, so it's like everyone like someone will unwrap like this, like the same shape, like you can kind of tell which gift is which. And you're just like, you pick up the tin with like the peanuts or cashews, or like, and it makes a very distinct sound, just like how Legos make a very distinct sound. Growing up, my brother and I always got like a Lego set for Christmas, and then we would be like putting it together on Christmas. So that's something that I tried to continue with James and I, as they weren't stocking stuffers, the Lego sets that we got growing up, they were bigger ones, but I've been getting us stocking I don't even know if James has noticed it, probably not. But I get us Lego stockings each year, like a little thing. Like I got last year. Whoops. Hang on. Carefully. There we go. Oop, I popped a tree off. Hang on. Have you noticed that, James? He probably left chat again. Like, I got little Animal Crossing ones in my stocking. I bought them for myself. That was always the thing, too, with, like, mom. It's like she would be buying all this stuff and she'd add, like, for her own stocking, too, to make sure that she also had. Oh, I was asking if you've noticed that I've made it a tradition to do Lego stocking stuffers with us. Or not. Like we did, one year we got Baby Grogu. We got like Mandalorian ones when that came out. I forgot what Star Wars thing I got you last year, but I got Animal Crossing ones for me. They're like little ones. They come in like a bag or a small box. You love that tradition? Yeah, because I was saying growing up, Ryan and I used to always get like a Lego set. Like he would tend to get some kind of Star Wars set. I tended to get some kind of Harry Potter set. And like we would put it together on Christmas, more like Christmas Day was always spent sorting Lego pieces. So, but we don't really have the space to do like the big kits, so the littler ones are fun. Yeah. It is. Everything has gotten very expensive. I understand. I'm glad that you're still finding a way to paint and enjoy it. I hate that you have to cut back, but I get that. I think a lot of us have had to cut back on different things that we enjoy. I don't know how much paint cost before, honestly, for like acrylic paint. So it's been a while since I've purchased any, but I know everything is going up, so hooray! I can't imagine how much time that took, too. Like, did you also have to sand it to get rid of some of the old layers? Because I feel like a lot of that would build up over time and make it so that you couldn't open and close things. If that makes sense. Hi, Sillians. What are some, like, holiday traditions that you all do? Like, we were just talking about the stocking, like, some of the things that we always get. Do any of you have things like that? Either gifts or maybe it's, like, something that you cook. Like, for Thanksgiving, we always make cinnamon rolls. Like the Pillsbury ones that you pop in the oven. And we watch the parade. And growing up, we would be cooking all day because cooking a full turkey would take that long, but James deep fries it, so it doesn't take that long. You make pavlova? I love that. Anyone else off a day? Yeah, I just remembered it's Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday. You make cookies? What's your favorite kind of cookie to make? Each person open one gift. Yeah, we do that too, Glenn. Like, one person opens a gift at a time. Which has always been nice, because, like, James, I think, growing up, they all just went for it. It makes the day go longer, and then you get to, like, see what people got, and I don't know, it just feels more, it feels like it lasts long. Like, Christmas, holidays in general just always go so fast. Like, the lead up to it is so much, and then it's like, poof. One present from each other night before Christmas. James, are you still there, or are you gone? Pistachio chocolate chip. See, I'm not a chocolate chip person, but I've never had pistachio cookies. Is it like a sugar cookie base with the other stuff mixed in? Ham for breakfast? Ooh, with maple syrup. James, what's our tradition that I started for the night before, for like Christmas Eve? A stocking stuffer type gift. I was depending on getting some. Yes. Yes, Allison, like I said, get Working Hands, the lotion. I'm out of lotion for my hands. One person is Santa. They make sure everyone has a gift to open and keeps going. Especially you guys had, gotcha. PJs, yep. I started getting us like Christmas PJs. I love that you noticed this because like I don't know, we've never talked about it. It's just something that I do. So it's like we'll do like this last year was PJs, and I got us like stuff for movie nights. So I got us like little holiday plates and bowls for like popcorn or cookies, and I got like movie theater candy and PJs, and we watched a Muppet Christmas Carol in our new PJs, and we go to bed in the new PJs, and then we open gifts in the morning in our new PJs. We obviously don't have kids, but I also like the idea that I've seen other people do where like they get their kid like a book every year as well as like the PJs and stuff to like read that night, like a new book. I think that's cute. Trying to start our own traditions. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like we didn't do these traditions growing up. And it's kind of fun to figure out your own and like what you want to do. It's neat. Stay up till midnight. Oh, I love that. See all the houses lit. Yeah, growing up we used to go to the like a lot of different farms in the area would do like Christmas light shows, and you could like drive through and see all like the lights, and then at the end there was usually like a shopping, like a place where, you know, typically in the summer they would sell plants, but they have it all like decorated for, you know, winter, and you can buy like, you know, apple cider and like different kinds of, you know, hot cocoa, and you can take a picture with Santa. You have to watch the snowman. I love that. Wow. Takes 3 pics to get it all. Lights on the bay and yeah. We haven't. Well, partially I think because I was so anxious about getting out of the house, and getting out of the house at night. Big no recently, like in more recent years, but I remember a couple of times we would just drive around the neighborhood together. Back when I was like still getting, practicing getting out more, because a lot of the houses in the neighborhood would decorate, and it's not the same, but it was still nice, Decorate the tree with your mom, make mince pies, go to see Santa, and you bring him. Oh yes. So here in the States, I don't know about other places, or I shouldn't say in the States. Here where I live and where I grew up in Jersey too, Santa would come by on a fire truck. And so you would like wave, and the firemen would sometimes hand out like candy canes to the kids. It's fun. Like they come through with the lights and the sirens blaring, and you hear it for a while before you see it, and you're like, Santa's coming! So everyone runs outside. I've never seen that movie, silly. Early Christmas Day, because I'm a child and I can't stay in bed any longer. It's energy again to like summer out lights. Yeah. I love, like, all the lights. I know that a lot of people, can struggle with, like, seasonal affect disorder and, with the fact that the days are shorter and colder and grayer. But there's just something so, like, I don't know, the world is just so still. And the lights, and it just, I don't know. It feels fresh. Ooh, apple picking is fun. I used to do that, like apple or pumpkin picking. Muppet Christmas Carol, yeah. I think I would find winter much longer. Yeah, if there weren't lights, I agree. I agree with that assessment. Go out for dinner. Don't go to work or school. Yeah. That was always great because, like you said, we would, I just remember, making like pancakes or waffles and having breakfast with like Dad instead of him being at work, and then us playing, either a video game that we got together or playing a board game or building something or whatever. Following the name of apple picking. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being picky. Fruit and veggies are already such a wild card, I feel like. Because sometimes you get ones that all look the same and one of them is sweet and then the other one is sour, and it's like... It's not apple grabbing. Oh, another fun thing, because again, Nintendo, this is how they would get you. A lot of times would come out with like a new game, new like Pokemon games. So my brother and I tended to spend the days that we were off from school playing whatever new Pokemon game had come out together. And both of us were very like, don't go on ahead without me. Like, I'm leveling up in this town. Like, do they not pick the best looking apples from the grocery? Do they indiscriminately pick apples? That seems wild. No, yeah, no, I get that.
It seems insane. Why wouldn't you try to find like the most beautiful looking apple?
I especially understand that. Kit Kat. Hi. Same classic movies on every year, yeah. I feel validated. You should.
What's my favorite Christmas movie?
Muppets Christmas Carol.
Muppets Christmas Carol. What's my second favorite one? I do have a second favorite. Prep and Landing.
Oh, yeah. That one's so short.
It is, but I like it.
Yeah.
Because it's like military.
Growing up, like, we always watched the Santa Claus movies.
Die Hard. Die Hard's a great Christmas movie.
I have to see the whole apple before I put it in my bag. That's fair.
I cry like a baby every time I watch a Muppet Christmas Carol, though.
And yet...
Every time. You know what?
What?
Shut up.
Never. Listen, it's a tradition, okay?
Okay.
You know, so what did you say? I told everyone this. What you said when we were like walking at the Ryan's wedding in the sunset.
You want to get married again?
Uh-huh. And I was like, yeah, let's get married. And then you were like, no, I'm being serious. And I'm like, no, I am too. You better cry that time, okay? Step on your own toes.
I make no promises.
Think about the Muppets Christmas. Okay?
I'll leave this here for you to read at some point.
Maybe put it in your office or some, because I just think of cat
I'll put it on top of
hairballs.
the printer.
Yeah. It's like cat hairballs and stuff. I know it's in a plastic bag, but
Yeah.
still.
Gotta love that new comic smell.
It's like a new magazine.
Yeah.
It was cute when he was like, no, I'm being serious. Like, you want to get married again? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm being serious too. Like, let's do it. He's like, where? And I was like, let's do it in like Vermont. At the top of a, I don't know. I wouldn't want to actually hike up a mountain. Lake Champlain, James. Lake Champlain at sunset. Out on one of the little docks. Done. That's actually what the background of my phone is. Can I... That's Lake Champlain at sunset. All the way down the dock. Done. Like, ah. I miss it. The Crafty Cult would be a great wedding venue. I mean, yeah, that property up in Vermont. You get to come this time? Yeah. Heck, I didn't know any of you the first time. More of a crafty compound. James, you weren't here when Mom and Dad were talking to me, but evidently someone that you told about wanting to move up to Vermont said to Dad, they're like, oh, so the kids are moving up to Vermont, huh? And Dad was like, what? What? Because he was like, we're about to be like buying a house closer to you guys, and if you're going to be moving up to Vermont, we need to know that now. And I'm like, no. I was like, listen, that's the dream. But it's not a reality. I told them, I said, sometimes we look at like properties, you know, that don't have houses on it. So that, like, hey, we could, I don't know, maybe one day buy, like, a piece of land and drive a camper up there on weekends, like, long weekends. I was like, but no, we're not actually, like, moving. I was like, but a place that we could all go up together and, like, again, bring a camper, something. Yeah. If we claim it as a religion, the property is used for said religion, we can get a huge tax break on it. Ha! This is the religion of fabric scissors. Don't use the scissors for ice pops. Literally designing my dress, picking out fabric over the weekend, but that's fun. Thanks for the lurk. Oh yay, the Mets lost. What else is new? Thou shalt not cut paper with thine scissors. Maybe it's just a cult of different kinds of scissors. Like, we have fabric ones. We have ones that are meant for, like, cross-stitching. Wait. This one is the god of scissors. The Fiskars non-stick. That can cut tape and yarn with ease. I've had these scissors for over a decade, and they still look, without even holding it taut, cut yarn beautifully. But I can also use them to cut tape. These are truly, all hail the Fiskars non-stick. The ever sharp. I heard Halo/Angel noises. Must have plans to make things for yourself that you never get to because you keep making things for others. Yes. Mm-hmm. It could be like a sect or order of nuns/priests. If you be using the scissors for the wrong thing, it will be more of a cult for you. Behold! All hail! Huzzah! We know every time these scissors come into the screen, we must behold them or hail them or, you know, huzzah, something. It's just really confuse people. Do I need to make a scissor emote? Leedle, leedle, leedle. Celebrate them every time. New people will be like, I don't understand why we're hailing the scissors, but... Or a scissor prompt. Oh, gosh. I've never had them sharpened either. I was there the day the scissors were recognized. A pair of scissors cutting across the screen, then it says ever sharp. The badges become scissors. Tier 3, like these are tier 3 scissors. Each like level of sub has like a different scissor emote. Tier 1 are child safety scissors. Oh gosh. This is silly, I love it. Have rock, paper, scissors fights in the chat. Scissors always win. This is so silly. I love it so much. Listen, am I screenshotting a couple of these ideas to use for silly things? I'm not gonna lie, yeah, definitely. Why do I feel like I now need to make merch that just say like all hail the Fiskars non-stick? Could you imagine someone actually like buying that as a shirt or something and wearing it out and people being like, Undying the ever sharp. Oh. Alright, ads are about to play. We've made some pretty good progress, honestly, on this. Like, I know that there's a lot of the same sorts of color, but we're making good progress on this chunk. So, take a quick stretch, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. And I'll be right back. We can keep talking about the holy scissors. Okay. Alright, I have an important question. If I were to be making silly scissor merch, would the scissors be partially open, closed, or open? Hello, MT girl, welcome in. Oh, you've come at a weird time. We're just being a little weird, don't worry about it. Partial? Partially? Okay. I was like, does it look weird if it's partially? I think what I really need to do if it's partially, make sure my reference photo is directly overhead instead of at a slight angle. That might be why it felt weird. Yeah, that was it. Having it like that, oops, versus directly overhead, that makes a difference. I need a reference photo, you know? This is so dumb. I love it. Okay. Perfect. Anyway, thank y'all for sticking through the ads. I appreciate it. Partial's like an action shot. True. I hate it when things don't, there we go, quite line up. Why is the vet calling me? Hello? Not the vet calling and being like, so the doctor will be in tomorrow and will be looking at the pictures that you sent. And letting you know about what dosage you should give. But someone called me already and told me that, and they were like, oh, okay, well, it wasn't marked off in the thing. I'm like, listen, the doctor can still call me. That's fine. An MT girl, this. So I don't actually have a photo anymore of the Diamond Dot because I've had this forever. But funny enough, a friend of mine did the same Diamond Dot. Hers is a bigger version. So like my people are kind of blobby versus hers, which have more definition. But it's the same thing. It's just mine's a little bit smaller. I should ask like what size she made hers. But that's what we're working on. And we're almost done. We're making good progress, so... Like, we're on the last little bit. Where did my... There we go. Where did my diamond dot go? Diamond painting a tumbler? Like a drink tumbler? Oh, that's cool. How do you, like... Does the bit that you're diamond dotting, like, go into, like, a wall? How do you keep the dots from coming off? Artie, baby, don't scratch your face. That sounds fun. I'm trying to finish this one up because I have some Diamond Art Club diamond dot kits to do, and I didn't want to have two large ones going at the same time because I have so many works in progress for all of the crafts I do. So for diamond dots, I refuse to have more than one large project. Welcome back. Yeah, like, so, because how do you keep the dots from getting, like, the paper or the canvas from getting wet when you wash it? That sounds really cool. Usually they work on the Diamond Art Club canvases. Yeah, my mods are being really chaotic, so I'm adding fuel to the fire and then watching it all burn. It's pretty funny. I blame Megan. Yeah. Have you finished a Diamond Art Club canvas before? Don't drag me into this. You know you want to. Oh, Emily, so you know how we've talked about, you know, the nice property up in Vermont where we would all be in like a crafty commune / cult / religion. Evidently, if it's a religion, we can get a tax break, James was saying. So we came up with what our God is. Would you like to know? Would you like to learn more? It's the Fiskars non-stick scissors. The scissors that can cut tape and yarn and thread and never lose their dullness. All hail! Huzzah! Because we were talking about, like, oh yeah, you know, like, what are some of our rules in the crafty you know, you've completed 40 from Diamond Art Club? Holy moly. They are a holy instrument. And we were talking about rules about, oh, you know, you're not allowed to use fabric scissors to cut paper. You're not allowed. And then we were like, wait a minute, but there is one scissor that can do it all. And therefore, I think these are the chosen ones. You know? Behold! I don't know what happened to all of us today. We just... We're just extra silly. So now chat wants me to make chat wants me to make merch. No worries, Glenn. So what kinds of Diamond Art Club art do you typically like gravitate towards? The ones that I have are they like the Holy Grail. I think that they are like do we worship these scissors? SpongeBob and Patrick holding up the scissors instead of the conch shell. All hail the mighty conch! Animal Fantasy. I have I'm sorry, this is so dumb. I love it. I have the All hail the mighty conch. Okay. Sorry, I have to keep some ideas. What a great episode. That's a classic one. The raccoon is cute. All of us were here when when it was written. ¿Por qué no los dos? Did Pinecone lose the divine position? No. No, it's not. One can still become a Pinecone. Alright, H. That's what I'm looking for. 1, 3, 3, 6. Just now the pine cones have like something that they, you know, worship, I guess. Did Pippin chase you, Artie? Oh, I was saying my Diamond Art Club. I have this one. The scissors will set you free. I got Cats in Love. Chat is helping fundraise for it because it's expensive. So I have that one. It's partially funded though. I don't know why it says 0. There it goes. I have that one, and then I have... oh god, it's the gnome. Wait. I really want to get the some of the Kiki's Delivery Service ones. The Under the Stairs I really want to get. That's on my wish list. This one is one that I got. Winter's Nap. But I like a lot of the fantasy ones too. Like, this is my wish list. Hold on. This one, James, does this not make you think of, what the heck is that? Your Name? Mm-hmm. Art Chop. I love this one. This little howling wolf puppy. This one. Those two. I have that one. This one, she has an undercut like me, but her hair is pink instead. Studying at the library. She's got ghost kitties with her. She's a witch. And there's ghost cats at the library. And then this one is like a wolf. And this one. Hold on, I'll show you. Look at this one. Isn't that cute? Time to get pink hair. Yeah, for real, look. That's my hairstyle. Well, it's not in a ponytail today. But there's a little Kirby plush. So yeah, those are the ones that are on my wish list. I don't know, like, the thing is, with them being so big, it's like, where do I put them all when I finish them, you know? I almost have to rotate them out or something. Those are awesome. That cute one with the wolf reminds me of the Jungle Book. Yeah. I agree. And I have the cat one, because, well, that's your sister? She has pink and orange. Oh, that's fun. Favorites. This is why I have that one particular cat one. This one. Because these are my two girls. This is Pippin, sorry, and this is Artemis. Artemis is in here right now. And so I had to, because I'm like, that's the girls. That's my girls right there. It's just Artie with long fur instead of short fur. I love this picture because you can see how big Pippin is next to her. Artie is tiny. Yeah, she's the littlest cat. Artie is 8 pounds. Pippin is like 14. And Maple is in between at 13. But yeah, Artie's small. Like, look at her nose on Pippin's foot. And like when Pippin gets up, like, look at where her head... Oh, and biscuits. But yeah. similar to Artie size. They're teeny tiny. Are as big as your little boy? Really? That's funny. How old is your little guy? Oh, your little dog! What kind of dog? I also have a dog. I have a Dalmatian. His name is Patch. I am pleasantly surprised at how quickly the cats are bouncing back from their ordeal. I will say that they are more nervous. Like, my parents stopped by on their way home from the wedding, and everyone was more cautious about coming out when they were here. But when Maple, like, realized, oh, like, I've met these people before, they're not going to chase me, and Artie was like, oh, like, the same kind of thing, it helped them a lot. So it's just going to take them some time to trust strangers again. But as far as, like, trusting us, they're doing great. And I'm so glad, because I was like, I didn't think that what happened would undo the progress that we have made with them. But it's hard when they get mistreated, you know? Or someone is, like, doing stuff that's upsetting for them because it took them so long to trust us to begin with. And then it's like, okay, well, I tried to trust these other people and that didn't go so well. Still traumatic though, yeah. So my little brother got married over the weekend and we were gone for 4 days. And I asked my neighbor to cat sit for us. My neighbor, we have pet sit. We've pet sat for them before. We've watched their cats, their rabbits, their chickens, their ducks. Like, we have watched all of their animals, and we thought that they would be a great fit because they have a lot of animals. They know what they're doing. Evidently, that thought process was wrong. Have a good night, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. Because not only did they not follow our instructions for how much to feed everyone, and not only did they lock the cats in a room together for 6 hours instead of 1, they were like, oh, I'll come back in an hour and let everyone out, and then they forgot. But they also allowed their 4 children who are under the age of 11 to come into our house unsupervised. And basically do whatever, including chasing our cats, shaking them, like where they were lying. It was really upsetting to watch. And our cats, 2 of our cats were feral. So they had been trapped, neutered, and released. My little boy Maple and Pippin, the fluffy cat that I showed. Oh yeah, it was bad. These two were both feral. You can see the ear tip, which means that they had been caught and spayed or neutered and then released again. And I befriended them over a couple of years. And they moved in, and, you know, they have become very happy, well-settled, well-adjusted cats. And then Artemis, the little orange girl, she was a stray. She had been injured outside. She had, like, a really, really bad foot injury. But, yeah, I haven't spoken to my neighbor since it happened. I don't know what I will say. This was, remember I told you, like, so my neighbor with her kid, like, my neighbor's right there, and just letting the little one Like, and then they were trying to like push buttons on the auto feeder. But this was the one that was upsetting, because Artemis, my sweet little baby, is sleeping on this cat tree. When we came home, the cats were all hiding. They were like scared. It was just not what you want. And I felt terrible because, like, it's your job as the pet owner to make sure that, like, you get people that are gonna take care of your pets. And again, we had no reason to think that these people would be anything other than the people that, like, they seem to be with their own pets, but it just... Like, I would have been a fine child to leave alone at 11, because I would have found where the pet was. I would have, like, seen that Artemis had been on her cat tree, and I would have sat my butt on the ground and been like, you know, like, I wouldn't have chased them. I would not have harassed them. I would have just sat there and been like, hi, do you want, like, they could have my parents could have left me, and if I would have just been in the house like, hi, will you come over to me, will you pet, like, do you know what I mean? Like, just sitting there, like, if there were treats that I was told I was allowed to give them, I'd be like, here, let's be friends. I would never in my life ever chase an animal. I would never shake, like, it's so upsetting. Isn't it terrible? It's awful. So I was a mess. I said so many bad words. Because again, you know, this is the first time I've left my cats ever. And I told, you know, the people who were pet sitting how hard it was for me to leave them because I was worried about them. You know, they've been through a lot, having been outdoors. You know, some of them, both girl cats had injuries that required medication and treatment. My boy cat has FIV, which is feline AIDS. Like, my cats have been through a lot, and to leave them was, like, heartbreaking for me. And then just to see them being treated like toys. These people are not invited to my house anymore. They will not be invited inside. And if I ever need to leave the cats again, my other neighbor, who has twin boys who are under 2, they have 2 dogs. Their boys treat their animals with respect. These kids are, like, maybe they're 2, like, just 2. Never have I seen them chase their dogs. They pet them like a 2-year-old does, where they do that little, like, open hand thing. But other than, like, squealing in excitement at seeing a different animal, I can't see them ever doing anything. But literally, I called her because I couldn't get in touch with my neighbor to get her to open the door so that the cats weren't trapped in a room. And I was like, is it possible for you to go over there, like, if I can't get in touch with her? And she's like, I just put the boys down for a nap. Let me make sure they're fully asleep, and I'll be over in, like, less than 10 minutes. Literally was like, her babies were she was, because they live, like, right behind us. And she was just ready to, like, run over. And I'm like, yep, you're going to be the pet sitter from now on. Same, I would have been reading or playing with my own toys. Maybe reach for cat scritches if they come by. Yeah. You let them come to you. Exactly. Or if I knew that the animal had a favorite toy, I would play with that toy. I'd be like, here, do you want to chase this ribbon? But I wouldn't be, like, hitting them with the ribbon, you know? Like, you'd be... Thank God none of the kids knew where... Oh, my God. That little girl also took all of the toys I had for my boy cat, who has to be kept separate from the girls. She took all of his toys and brought them into a place that he couldn't get them. So he was, like, bored out of his little brain. Poor guy. But again, they're all they're all doing a lot better now. The words that came out of my mouth, yeah. The shaking, though, there's no excuse for. I agree. So, like, my mom loves Artemis. My mom does not really care for cats. She loves all of my cats, but she just has, like, a special place for Artemis. I think because Artie came to her first. Like, Artemis was the first cat out of my group that came and, like, sat with my mom and, like, wanted to be pet by her. So my mom just has, like, a soft spot for Artie. And she was like, when they stopped by the other day, she's like, "Where's Artie? I need to see her." And so since Artie didn't want to come out, I gently lured her out. I brought her out. She was like, "Oh God." And then she realized, oh wait, it's my mom. And look at her. She's like, "Oh, she's a nice lady. I'll sit here." But like, you can see my mom's just petting her. She can leave anytime she wants. And she was like, "Oh, this is the lady that's nice. She won't chase me." Oh my God, Petrichor, that's horrible. Good on your mom for cutting that out, you know? Even Maple made an appearance. He didn't get any closer than this. In the past, he has. So that kind of made me sad, but at the same time, I was proud of him for at least coming up and seeing them, and he kept his distance, but he still showed up. But my boy, at least with me, is back to normal. Excuse me. That was last night. He's like, "I'm gonna lie on your lap, Mom." So I'm thankful for that, because... And look at Pippin last night. Oh my God. So, they're doing okay. I still don't know what I'm going to say to the neighbor, if anything. Which is why, for now, I'm just not saying anything at all. Because these are people who we've been friends with for a while. They're people that we like. But clearly, their lack of discipline... or what we've always thought was lack of discipline is. I know, his little toes. And all curled up. I'm posting this on his social media pages later. Hello? Oh my God. But every time the front door opens, this is what Pippin does right now. Is she just takes off and hides. And that kills me. She's like, "I'm gonna hide behind," like, I move this out of the way. But she's like, they'll come around. They'll get there, but I was very glad we weren't staying longer. I was very glad that we were coming home when we did, you know? I know. But she came over here again. She came into, like, the office earlier in stream. And she's sleeping in her favorite box right now, so that's all good signs. It's definitely hard anytime it's like you talk about someone's kid misbehaving or whatever. Because they're just going to be like, "Don't tell me how to parent," or that I'm not doing it right or whatever, you know? Like, you don't want that. It just, it can be very messy. Mm-hmm. Normally when we pet sit for them, she will pick us up something from wherever they were traveling. And a little thank you gift. And I was actually crocheting something for her. And I frogged it. Half to happy, I completely frogged it, wound up my yarn and put it back. I'm like, nope. Mm-mm. And if she asks, like, how are the cats? Like, I don't even know what I'll say if she asks me how they're doing. Well, Artie doesn't like to sleep in her cat tree right now. If there are other people around. Yeah. Luckily, we don't really normally have them into the house, just because of Patch. But, you know, in the past, we've invited everyone over for, like, a barbecue. The kids sure had to use the bathroom a lot. And I'm sure that they were, like, checking out everything. And again, kids are curious. I'm not saying that your kid had to be perfect, but your kid is clearly not respecting an animal. You know? Mm-hmm. Like with Willy Wonka, you get nothing. Mm-hmm. Yep, I brought my crafting stuff with me. And I was gonna make stuff. Mm-mm. When I saw that video of her, I literally undid everything at that moment. I was like, nope. This is E, right? Yeah. So much about, well, yeah, like in the past, and this has been sweet because she does know that I hand make stuff, so she's often gotten me like a handmade item from wherever they're staying. Like maybe they go to a farmer's market and she sees like a little handmade something, and so she'll get it for me, and it's always like very sweet. Again, these people, they're nice people. It's just I don't understand. And like, you know, James and I were talking about this again last night. Like, kids can be disciplined and have punishments and consequences without it being something, you know, like, you don't have to like strike a kid in order for them to understand that what they've done is wrong. Because they do need to understand that it's not right to treat an animal that way or anything that way. Like, you shouldn't go into someone else's house and run amok like that. I could not imagine going into someone's house and behaving that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's not something that I think they would notice, like, oh, they haven't invited us over, because again, we've only hosted them once. And you know, might they feel a little way about not getting anything back? I don't know, maybe. I know that they weren't watching the pets in order to get an item from me as a thank you. Maybe they think I'm acting ungrateful, but in reality, oh, I spilled. Be like, I made you a little something, and it's just like how to behave around animals book. How to follow written instructions. 101. Anywho. What are you all up to today? Is anyone crafting? Anyone gaming? How to raise respectful children. Send it to them with over Amazon without a gift notice. Could you imagine? Doing your last painting? Watch the rest of Wednesday? That's fun. Oh no, have to happy. I'll punch whoever made you sad. Oh, I'm glad we could be here too. I guess it's only the first couple of days of September, though. Lilo and Stitch is on Disney Plus. Ooh. I didn't realize that Wednesday came out. I'll have to watch that. I don't know why I thought it was coming out in October. I feel like the beginning of September was always like a... Maybe you had to wear a sweater in the morning while you were waiting for the bus, but the sweater was definitely gone when you came home in the afternoon. Hey James, have you heard from the car people? Not cool enough, no. I guess it also depends on where you live. Growing up in New Jersey, that was kind of the vibe this time of year. The wedding that we went to was in Pittsburgh, and it was definitely like that kind of cooler in the morning and at night weather, and then hot during the day. I saw one H that I missed. There it is. Ha. 517M. There's a couple. So tomorrow is Tech Thursday. So we're gonna play a game. Is there anything that y'all are in the mood for? I was thinking House Flipper, but I know we've done that the last couple of times, so if y'all are like, please, something else, I hear ya. Cooler in the morning, yeah. By the end of September, it'll be sweater weather. Three greens up. I don't know. Let's take a look at Ship Ink. We could try Ship Ink again at the beginning and see how it's doing. See if it's still making me want to, like, cry, or if it's behaving itself. I love House Flipper, yeah. It's a fun game. It's a good one to, like, talk to when we're, like, playing. Whenever I was playing it last, oh, House Flipper has an update. It was like being really particular about the placement of items. Like, I could not get items to fit even in the bigger boxes. So there was no chance that I could get anything, you know, like those speedy orders. Like, no way that any of those were going to happen. It was being so particular. And not how it was, like, when I had played it last. And I just got really frustrated last time. Yeah, it was saying that it, like... Or that was the other thing, too. It was like, yeah, it'll fit. And then it would snap back to its original spot on the table. And you're like, hello? What? I know that Infinity Nikki just got, like, a big update, but honestly, I haven't played that in so long. There's been, like, a lot of games that I was really hyper-focused on that kind of fell by the wayside. I feel like we all do that, though. We hyper-fixate on one thing for a while, then it goes away, then we come back to it. Like, even Minecraft I haven't played in a little while. Stardew is getting another update, yes. The mods and I also have to make plans to play a game together. Kit Kat, can you make a note of that? Now that, like, the wedding is done, and my brain is no longer just stressing about that, I can start to focus on other things again. Wasn't playing it a lot. I would love to do like a mod farm. There's a mod for Stardew that lets you play with more than, well, I think, wait, how many can you play with now officially? I think the mod we had let, I think, up to 10 people play. But is it 8 now? I still feel like it's only 4. In the to-do list. Thank you, Kit Kat. Yeah, oh, absolutely. So Thursdays are like my game days. But whenever we plan on doing like a mod thing, it's gonna definitely be more of like a, hey, what works best for everyone? And it might be that it's like a weekend stream for me instead, like it's a special stream. And it might be at like a different time. That way we can try and accommodate everybody for Echo. Huh? But like that way we can try and accommodate all the mods so that people aren't staying up really late or getting up really early. You can have 8 people now. So we could always do Stardew. We would need a mod if every single one of my mods wants to play, which I'm fine with. We are an international mod team. It's true. No, I didn't mean to make that pop out. Get back in there. And the other thing too is that if, you know, some mods want to play some, like, I'm okay with doing like a couple of different things too, because I know like we have different whether it's like vertigo or like visual things, like maybe some of us can't play a certain kind of game because it sets off migraines or it does whatever. Others might not be able to do other things because of like hands or what, you know, like we can play around with it. We don't have to only pick one, you know. Mod for the day, yeah. Chronic illness life. Yup. Okay. Ads are about to play. We're almost done with this section, which is exciting. If anyone's wondering why this bit's covered up, it's because I ran out of black square drills, and a friend is going to send me some more. So there's just like a big area. It's not all black under there, but a lot of it is. So we're just ignoring, yeah, the 310. So let's take a quick break, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, refill your drink. I had some Gatorade because, again, when I realized how thirsty I was like last night after all like the wedding stuff. So I'm gonna go get a different drink, play some words on stream, and I'll see you all in just a few minutes. Thanks for sitting through ads. I appreciate it. Oh no! Petrichor, are you back in ads? I hate that. Thankfully, no, but I feel like they could pop up at any second. Well, pre-rolls will be off for the next hour now. So, hopefully you escaped it. I hate when that happens, though. Oops. I wonder, like, on average, how many drills I place. I could probably do some math with a ruler and figure it out, but I'm curious, but not that curious. Oh my gosh, I just missed a bunch of the last number I did. I hate when that happens. At least I caught it before I put it away. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, another one. Okay. Gonna contact you tomorrow when they can. Uh-oh, wait. Did you say what happened? Did I miss it? Also, you don't have to say. Hopefully they can get it fixed, though, tomorrow. Oh. Okay. Oh. Hello? Okay. Pretty sure that that just shot a piece out. So, like, these... I don't remember where I got this kit from. This is a very old kit. I've had it for a long time. It's back before diamond dotting became really big in COVID. You know, like, actual websites were opening up with better quality control. I feel like this was, like, AliExpress or... It wasn't the... Like, it was from an actual website, but I feel like it was something like that, where, you know, quality control isn't as great as others. So sometimes you get, like, a square that's a little bit bigger than the others or a little bit smaller than the others, and it causes the drills to, like, pop out if the piece isn't actually a square. So, oh, did you? I hope it helps. Haven't tried it yet? You'll have to let us know how it works out. It can be really, like, tricky to see all the little symbols. Like, some of these, I remember showing you all, there's a letter Q in this, and there's also the letter O, and they're both on blue backgrounds. And let me tell you something. It's really hard to tell the difference. Like, I'm realizing now that those ones are C's, and that one's an O. And I already looked for C's. Silly when they make things look way too similar. Okay, those are O's. Similar color, yeah. They always do that. And there's so many options too. Like, oops. Someone didn't look through and think about that. And they're making the patterns. Either that or they do. Maybe they do it on purpose. Always exciting when you're getting down to, like, the last little bit of a section. Although it's also annoying because then you see all the ones that you missed the first time, like that guy. already opened that container. Ugh. Oof. So I think tomorrow we'll try Ship Ink again. We'll see how it goes. Maybe do like half and half. These little like pinky purple gems are so refreshing after doing all the dark colors. Just to do a different shade of something. $38.07. Wait, I just saw, there it is. I thought I saw one more of those. No, they're eyes. 8. What was this one? Eye. Okay. I think that was the one that popped out before. Get back in the bag. Alright, and then O, not Q. 37. Oh, these ones are pretty. And 3. And one that I missed, which was a G, and then those I can't do because they're black. 311. Hooray! Done. Woot. Not me. Alrighty. Well, that's gonna do it for stream today. I guess I will see you all tomorrow. Play some games, do something different, see how it goes. Have a great rest of your time zone.